Hey everyone, Mike Chisek here for ChumpCar presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. Just back from our Watkins Glen event, got in late last night, straight to bed because it's always a tiring weekend, but up at it and ready to get some stuff done today. Always work to do. What an event we had this past weekend. First of all, thanks to Salins for sponsoring the event for us this weekend. Of course, they provided hot dogs for everybody on Friday night, and they outfitted our pace car. So every time you saw the caution come out, you can see the Salins pace car pull out in front of you. Thank you very much, Salins, for a wonderful weekend. Of course, want to give a congratulations to our winner on both days, car number 90, the R Bank Racing Saab. That thing is old and beat up and rusty, and yet it is still fast. But anyway, we had quite a weekend of racing. Both days, top 6 cars, same lap, seconds apart. I believe first and second were only 6 seconds apart on Saturday, and it was a little more than that on Sunday. But you never know what was going to happen to the very end. If a guy had spun out, guy ran out of gas, whole position changes in the last lap. So really exciting racing. Some nail biters from you guys down there in the pits calling the strategy, and that's what we're looking for. That's what it's all about here. My personal favorite was overall a really clean event for you guys. We had 105 cars start on Saturday. We had 90 of those cars start on Sunday. And we had a couple guys bump each other. We brought some people in and sat them in Black Flag, but my guys would radio up and says, I don't really see anything on the car, and the driver would be in the car yelling, it wasn't that bad, I didn't hit him, I didn't mean to. If that's what happens in the weekend, a couple bumps, and you can go home and you can change your oil, put a new set of tires on it, come back and race, that's good. Congratulations you guys for keeping your noses clean and driving like professionals. I'm really happy to hear about that. On top of that, Watkins Glen told me that you guys were extremely respectable on course when the safety trucks were out there. They felt really safe. The boss man said he would work with you guys any day. That's high praise coming from the Watkins Glen safety crew, so you guys give yourself a round of applause. I'm very pleased to hear that. They were also very pleased with the cleanup you guys did on pit road. Thank you very much for trying to keep their track clean. We made quite an impression on them this weekend. Thank you for all of that. While I'm thinking of it, shout out to E-Racing. Over there visiting with them at the lodge one of the nights, and they gave me this shirt. Started adding to my collection of team shirts. So thank you for the shirt there, E-Racing crew. Looks pretty good. If you happen to have a team shirt, I would be happy to put it on camera for you so you can get your name out there. Before I move on, those of you who are on Sunday morning, we remember our grid event. For those who were not at the race, it can best be described as standing at a ski slope, a beautiful Sunday morning, sun glistening off all the powdery snow, and you look up and you see a single skier coming down, and right behind him was the biggest avalanche of snow ever. We said that you couldn't grid until the pace car came out, and when the pace car came out, there was a flood of cars. And while it was interesting, and we all had a good laugh about it, I assure you, we'll never do that again. We're lucky that we all got out of there alive. So anyway, funny stuff. Hope someone got some video or pictures of it. But anyway, moving on, I'm here for today only, and then I'm back on the road tomorrow morning as Dan and I drive to Joliet, Illinois for our Audubon event. Yeah, I got so busy that I forgot to buy a plane ticket, and it ended up being far cheaper to rent a car. So Dan and I are road tripping it out to Illinois, and for our Audubon event, we have a 12 plus 6, 12 hours on Saturday, 6 hours on Sunday. We're going to be switching courses all weekend, and we're going to run all 3 variations at Audubon. And so if you haven't run one, or you've run a couple of them, well, now you get to run all 3 of them one weekend. But anyway, because we're also running it in a 12-hour race, it's going to go to 9 p.m. Sunset's a little after 8, so you're going to want headlights on your car. Matter of fact, you're going to need them. It's required. So make sure you get some lights set up, throw it in the trailer, and ready to go. And we'll have that checked in tech, and you'll be ready for those final minutes before the checker flag Saturday night. Smaller field, obviously, than Watkins Glen, but a lot of good cars in that mix, and looking forward to a good race this coming weekend there in Joliet. And finally, when I get back from Illinois, I get a little bit of time off. Thank goodness. I've got a lot of work to do around the house. I think the lawn needs mowing right now. hopefully it's not overrun by the time I get back next week. But I get a couple weeks off before National Corvette Museum, our 8+7 event out there. Love that track. They have done a lot. They've pretty much finished everything now, the buildings and all the paddock, and it's a gorgeous facility. Fun track to run. Those of you guys that have been running there with us in the past love it. It's challenging. It's fast. If you haven't been there yet or you think it's not that great, you're missing out. We still have room there, so if you'd like to sign up, you can still do so. If you have any pit requests, get those into me. They're also selling garages there, or we are, I should say. So if you need a garage, email me. If you got a pit buddy, email me. We'll get you hooked up, and this coming weekend we'll get those assignments together, and I'll email those out to you next week. But we're running the full grand course, and also Racing Radios will be there. One of our series sponsors. That's their title event, and it'll be there to support you guys and talk about some of the latest offerings they have and have some giveaways. So it'll be a good event, exciting. There's a lot going in town that weekend, so get yourself your car ready to go, get yourself loaded up, signed up, and we look forward to seeing you there. Guys, I have an enormous amount of work to do today. Not a lot of time to do it, so I'm going to sign off, and that means that we will see you at the track. Thanks.